be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus took Peter, James, and John, his brother, and led them up a high mountain by themselves. As he was transfigured before them, his face shone like the sun, and his clothes became white as light. And behold, Moses and Elijah appeared to them, conversing with him. And then Peter said in reply to Jesus, Lord, it is good that we are here. If you wish, I will make 3 tents here, one for you, one for Moses, one for Elijah. While he was still speaking, behold, a bright cloud cast a shadow over them. Then from the cloud came a voice that said, This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him. When the disciples heard this, they fell prostrate and were very afraid. Jesus came and touched them, saying, Rise and do not be afraid. And when the disciples raised their eyes, they saw no one else but Jesus alone. As they were coming down from the mountain, Jesus charged them, Do not tell the vision to anyone until the Son of Man has been raised from the dead. My dear brothers and sisters, my dear friends, the good news of our salvation.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
The Son and the Holy Spirit. Good evening po. May mga taong madilim ang itsura. May mga taong maliwanag ang itsura. Pag gusto nila yung topic, maliwanag ang itsura. Pag may sakit, kung minsan malungkot, may problema, minsan madilim ang itsura. Transfiguration is light from within. It is not light from outside. The Gospel today talks about transfiguration. Ang liwanag na nagmumula sa kalooban. Of course, we depend on light. Light from the stars, the moon, the sun, even the lights from our own homes. But these are external. There are also experiences that we have light within us. This light, I would like to begin, is from an experience of within. Ang pinagmumula ng ating kalooban. Hindi po yung nagmumula lang sa ibang paraan. However, this light is not taken into isolation. Nagkakaroon ng liwanag. Di ba po, nung bata tayo, gumagawa tayo ng sino po yung nag-Boy Scout sa inyo? Di ba, nung bata tayo, tinuruan tayo gumawa ng fire, ng light sa walang lighter, walang posporo. We just wrap to dry the wood and then konti-konti. Because of that interaction, magkakaroon ng liwanag, magkakaroon ng fire. I think even light from within is also realized when there is this interaction. What do I mean? In the Gospel, pag sinabi po sa the Gospel, Jesus went up a high mountain with his disciples. Usually that is presumed as Jesus praying. When he goes up in the mountain with his disciples, kamukha po dun sa marinig natin ang Gospel niya sa Holy Week, yung Jesus praying in the Garden of Gethsemane. Nung nagdarasal siya, sinama niya rin itong sina Pedro. Kaya lang doon natulog sila. Natutulog sila. When Jesus goes to a mountain in isolation, there is prayer. I believe when we are in prayer, light from within is realized. Especially when that light is encountering an interaction with the Father and the Holy Spirit. Kung ang ilaw nagkagaling sa ating kalooban, my dear friends, it is possible when we pray. Tingnan nyo man pag maproblema tayo. Nangyayari po yan pag hindi po maganda yung ating pagdarasal. Pag nahihinto na tayo sa pagsimba, minsan pati yung problema natin lumalaki because we do not see things in the right perspective. Prayer, a dialogue with the Father, a dialogue with the Holy Spirit, and then we realize that in our prayer there is light. Second, there is also light from within. When we are also able to listen, to study, to be advised. Ang tawag na, the enlightened one, the illuminaries. Mga taong magagaling, so we call them bright. And when we see this and we use this, nangyayari po dito, sa ating pag-aaral, sa ating pag-isip, nagkakaroon po tayo ng liwanag. Marami po ngayon kumisan, parang automatic na lang ginagawa natin. Take time to think. Take time to calculate. Kung hindi naman talaga nagmamadali, huwag kayong magmadali. Mag-decide kayo. Ngayon, nag-graduate na yung iba niya, magka-college na. Ano gusto mong kurso? Sige. Huwag lang yung narinig mo. Follow what is from within. Huwag sana magalit ang parents. Advise your parents. Just let that light come from within. But seek the advice. Ito pong image that Jesus talking to Moses and Elijah, it is like a conversation between Moses, the source of the Old Testament, and Elijah, the prophet. Parang Jesus being advised, reading the Old Testament. Parang nagkaroon siya ng transfiguration when he was studying, listening to the advice of the Old. We can continue that. We can also continue to read the papers coming from Pope Francis. Gusto niyo po magkaroon ng daily update sa mga homilies ni Pope Francis? Meron po ako dun sa aking email. Lagay niyo po Zenit. Z-E-N-I-T. Zenit. At magkakaroon po kayo ng free daily upload ng mga insights of Pope Francis, mga homilies niya, mga papers niya, what is happening there. And when you listen to him, when you are reading, as if there is that transfiguration within us. And that is also an experience of enlightenment. Doon po, pag magaling ang tao, tawag sa kanya enlightenment. Ako naniniwala po kung pag ginagamit natin ang ating kalooban, ating isip, nakikinig tayo, hindi tayo nagmamadali. Wisdom develops. May nag-text na bata sa akin, hindi ko alam kung assignment niya. Father, what does it take to make a decision? Tinext back ko. Depende kung anong decision. Basta, Father, assignment po namin. Sabi ko, okay. Tinext back ko siya. Number 1, you ask. You ask the people who love you. Yung may nagmamahal sa'yo. Pag mahal ka ng tao, ang advice niya sigurado from the perspective of you taking care. Hindi ka lulukuhin kasi mahal ka. Then second, seek the insight of intelligent people, people of wisdom. Yung taong magaling, gusto mong gawin. Ikatlo, ikaw mismo mag-isip ka. Ikaw mismo after seeking advice, for people who love you, for people who are bright and intelligent, you make your decision. And lastly, after thinking, pray over it. Then decide. Nung nag-aaral kami, may tinuro sa amin, bago mag-desisyon, check, double check, make sure. Check, double check, make sure. Sa mga kalpintero, meron po ganyan. Sa mga kalpintero, measure twice, cut once. Bakit measure twice? Pag kinat mo na, hindi mo na mababago. Nandiyan na yan. Meron din yung decision. And the bright illumination of others' wisdom. Kung minsan, pinuproblema mong yan, pinagdaanan na pala ng tatay mo. Pinagdaanan na pala ng nanay mo. Alam na pala ng kuya mo. In a way, that experience of interaction is also a way of bringing the light from within us, enlightened. And lastly, the real experience of light from within is shining, not when we keep the light. Di ba may expression sa Bible, no one lights a lamp and keeps it under a bushel basket. Noon po, when you have light, you have to show it and use it. Ano po yung suggestion ni Pedro? nung nag-transfigure si Jesus, anong suggestion niya? Nakita si Moses and Elijah, narinig ang God the Father saying, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." Anong suggestion niya? "Lord, dito na lang tayo. I will make a tent for you, for Elijah, and for Moses. Let's stay here. Tayo-tayo na lang. Itago natin ang light. Sa atin na lang." But Jesus said, "No, no. You share the light. Let us go down from this mountain and share the light." The light from within is only sustained when it is kept, not kept literally, but when it is always in touch with others. A bright leader, a good leader, is always in touch with his people. A good teacher will always be immersed with his students. A good parent will always be with their parents, with their children, knowing their needs. Kahit na nasa abroad pa, kahit malayo, kahit busy, they will always have that time. Not to be in a tent, but to go down and realize that pagsasama, makikita natin ang ating samahan na nagiging pinagmumulan ng ating maliwanag na buhay. Si Pope Francis sabi niya, if you are a pastor, if you are a shepherd, you should smell like your sheep. Kung ikaw ay pastor, dapat amoy mo tupa, hindi kulong. Ang gusto niya sabihin, a good shepherd, a good pastor, is immersed with his people. Kung saan sila, doon ka. Tingnan niyo po yung mga leader natin ngayon, nagkakaproblema sila. When they are isolated from the very people they are supposed to serve, they are supposed to lead. And this is our prayer. May we always celebrate the light that is given to us. Bago misa, may dalawa po akong bininyagan. And sa binyag natin, naalala ko, we were given that light. And we hold that light, the Holy Spirit, within us. We are temples of the Holy Spirit. Kaya pag madilim, parang may problema tayo, go back to that Holy Spirit, the light of the Lord, with us, in us, within us. May God bless us all, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.